Sheila Henry is part of a growing population of cancer survivors in this country. She successfully battled leg cancer that spread to her lung in her teens and breast cancer 17 years later.
Well, I'm personally concerned about the possibility of recurrence. Given that I've had 2 cancers and I've had a lot of treatment, I am concerned that I could have another recurrence or another type of cancer.
More and more people are surviving their cancer. There are more than 10 million cancer survivors nationwide.
These individuals need to know whether they need extra special surveillance for cancer recurrence or for new cancers that might come up. They also need to know if there might be some late effects from the treatment. Could there be injury to the heart muscle? Are they at higher risk for osteoporosis? What are their chances of having a child in the future? Fatigue in breast cancer survivors, looking at sleep disturbance in breast cancer survivors. I have a new study that's going to be starting that's going to be looking at cognitive dysfunction, what people have called chemo brain. So we are really on the cutting edge in terms of looking at some of these late effects of cancer treatment.
Lance Armstrong is one of the nation's and the world's most well-known cancer survivors. Beating testicular cancer, he went on to win the Tour de France, a record 7 times.
We're also about the practical issues of life after treatment. Cancer may leave your body, but it never leaves your life.
Now, the Lance Armstrong Foundation has teamed up with the UCLA Johnson Comprehensive Cancer Center to create the UCLA Live Strong Cancer Survivorship Center of Excellence.
What we call our treatment summary. The development of this clinical program is really an outgrowth of more than 20 years of systematic research being done by investigators at the Johnson Comprehensive Cancer Center. We are a leader in the nation and perhaps the world in survivorship research. We need some way of summarizing what went on over that treatment course. This is kind of a snapshot of it can be in the chart, it can be sent to any provider involved in the patient's care, but most importantly, it needs to go to the patient. They need to know what's the roadmap, what's the plan.
I think maybe one of the most important things it can do is remind people who have been treated that they will always be survivors, whether they're out 1 year or 15 years, and that at any point, if you have an issue or a question or anything, that there is a place that you can come to and try to get some of those things addressed.
These are some of the recommendations that we're making. I've been doing this kind of research for 20 years. It's been my dream to have an environment where we could actually provide clinical care and services to survivors and learn from them, hear from what they need, and translate it into new research.
And cancer survivorship can bring welcome surprises, too. Thought to be infertile after treatment, Sheila is now cancer-free and has given birth to a son, Charlie, a healthy baby boy.